Hello, and welcome to another episode. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jonathan, co-founder of Parent Portfolio, author of Rent or Mortgage Free Living, How Smart People Optimize Their Finances, and I am a frugal millionaire. Today, I'm going to be watching and reacting to how I turned vending machines into a $300,000 business, where I'll also share my personal insights, tips, and recommendations. But before we begin, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And please hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our updates. Now, without any further ado, let's get started.
People love vending machines because they're convenient. If you're thirsty, you get a Coke. If you're hungry, you get some Doritos. Not many people know that anybody can own them. There's low startup costs and there's a potential for high return. My name is Marcus Graham, and I made over $300,000 last year from my vending machine business.
To be honest, this was actually a business that me and my wife actually considered doing. There were just a few questions that we had before we kind of dive into this kind of investment. One, what are the startup costs? How much is it to buy a machine? Do we buy a new one, brand new with all the new bells and whistles and features, or do we buy something that's used that's sufficient enough just to get our foot in the door? And number two, location. Where are we going to place these vending machines that has high enough foot traffic and demand for us to turn a profit? And what are the expenses that are related to installing a machine in a location, say for example a football stadium or a college campus? And third is security. Yes, these vending machines have maintenance. They are mechanical. They'll need to be serviced from time and time again. But our concern was more of like what happens when someone breaks it. How do we protect it from vandalism? These are some of the few questions that we had into this business. So I'm really interested to see what this guy has to say.
It cost me about $4,500 to get started in the vending machine business, between 2 machines and 2 credit card readers. In 2018, it made $4,000. 2019, it made $25,000. 2020, it made over $200,000. 2021, it made over $300,000. And I'm currently projected to make over $500,000 in 2022.
Wow, now look at this guy's growth here. And you can see here that this is probably due to his ability to scale, meaning that he's able to take his revenue and invest it into more vending machines and put them in other high traffic areas to turn a profit. You can kind of see there the multiple going on there. I also like to assume that he's identified which products sell really well, kind of getting rid of the ones that are just sitting there taking up shelf life, and just spending more of the energy finding those products that sell out faster.
I used to try to be a music producer, and that didn't work out, so I moved back home, and my goal was to live with my mother for a period of time to save money. I stayed with my mother for about 9 months and was able to save up $10,000. From that point in time, I wanted to move to Philadelphia to start a business. I didn't know what that business was going to be, and I landed on the vending machine business.
Now, there's nothing wrong with him choosing to stay at home. If anything, that's a great way to save money as he's trying to figure out his business here. One thing that kind of put me off is that, yes, he saved up $10,000. That's a great job. But then he went to Philadelphia to try to figure out what he's doing. What I was really hoping for was that he was staying home, saving that money, and at the same time coming up with his idea. I think earlier on he talked about that it was only through observing a woman taking money from a vending machine that actually sparked the idea.
A vending machine could cost anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000, depending on if it's new or refurbished. This is a Vendo 511 drink machine, also known as your classic Pepsi machine. A refurbished machine like this will cost you around $1,500, and a new one will cost you around $3,500. Well, this is your standard AMS snack machine. If you were to have a refurbished AMS snack machine, you should expect to pay around $1,500 to $2,000. And if this was a brand new snack machine, it would cost you roughly around $5,000.
Now, what I'm really enjoying about this part of the video is his ability to speak the vending machine business lingo. That all the more just proves that he knows what he's talking about. He's been in the business. He knows his stuff like the back of his hand. This reminds me of early on when I just got started in investing in real estate and doing our online business. When I first jumped in there, my eyes were wide open. I was like deers in the headlight. I did not know anything. Yeah, I read books. Yeah, I self-educated myself, but it wasn't until I was actually applying the knowledge into real world hands experience that after a while I start to understand the lingo, talking to banks, talking to other people. It just reminds me of this whole experience here. Now, this guy is just like clockwork in his head here. Really, really impressed. I love this part.
To get our vending machine product, we go to wholesale distributors like Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco's. We even come to our local vending machine warehouse that also sells vending machine product. I buy a bottle of Coke for 55 cents and I sell it for 175. I profit about $1.20 per bottle of Coke that I sell. I pay 60 cents for a bag of Doritos at a wholesale price and I resell it for $1.50. So I'm profiting about 90 cents per bag of Doritos that I sell. I buy a can of Red Bull for $1.42 at a wholesale price, and I resell it for $2.85 out of my vending machine. So I profit $1.43 per can.
Now, one thing I want to point out here is that he's purchasing these products, these items at wholesale, meaning that he buys a bulk amount. So not just like one bottle of like a drink or like one bag of snack, but he has a whole array to bring the unit price down. From there, he now spreads them across all his vending machines, and that's how he's able to make his profit. So he keeps his prices down by buying it in bulk, in wholesale, and turns a profit there. Another thing that I wanted to mention is that through his experience now, he's able to identify which products sell better versus having this rare product or rare item that doesn't sell. It has a shelf life, so they can go bad if it just sits on the vending machine. That's actually taking up shelf space, potential money making opportunity. Instead, over time, he's found what's working, invested more into those things, and in that way, he's able to perform at a more an efficient rate, understanding what are those products that bring in more money.
30% of my revenue goes towards buying product for the vending machines. 10% goes towards paying my staff. Another 10% goes towards miscellaneous things like gas. And the other 50%, I profit.
Now, this is the chart that I was looking forward to because earlier he was saying that he was projected to he was projected to gross $500,000 sales. And according to this chart here, 50% of that is profit, meaning that 50% of $500,000 is $250,000 in net profit. Fantastic. Those are great margins. And this goes back to him understanding what are those products that sell well and also finding ways to reduce his expenses to have that such a big margin. Great job, man. Great job.
In the future, I'm looking to expand to multiple states, add more vending machine locations around the nation. I want to add more staff to the team, and then potentially open up my own vending machine warehouse where I will sell my own vending machines, card readers, and vending machine product.
This guy is really going next level here because he's already talking about scaling outside of state. Yeah, he's already dominated the space that he knows. Now he wants to just completely keep going nationwide here. But not only that, he's thinking about the next level now. He wants to be the vending machine guy who provides to other people who want to do their vending machine business. So now he's the guy providing the tool that allows those business owners to operate. He is next level. Fantastic. Great job, man.
By being in the vending machine business and finding success in it, I've been able to employ my sister, which is something very, very important to me. And she's been able to turn her life around. She's running my business in Philadelphia while I live in the suburbs in a very nice house with my family in Maryland. I've been able to change my life. I've been able to change my sister's life. I've been able to change my family's life with the vending machine business.
So what I love what he's talking about here is ultimately creating generational wealth through his business. He's dominating the vending business, the vending machine business. There's nothing more I can say about that. He's scaling, operating, he's hiring staff. He knows what he's doing. What I love what he's talking about now is that he's changing the life of his sister and also changing the life of his children. He is changing his family tree here and also paying it forward with his knowledge here. So my hope is that when he does those purchases at wholesale places or stocks those machines, that he's bringing along his children so they observe what the business is like on a day-to-day basis. I told you earlier that when I first got into my business, I was like, what's going on? My eyes were, this is all new to me. But when you bring your kids into it, they're slowly getting used to it. They're like sponges absorbing that information so that when they get more involved, it's like second nature to him. I'm very happy for this guy. If anything, more proud on what he's doing for future generations. Yeah, he's doing a business. He's being successful with it. That's great for him financially today. But what he's doing is creating waves for his family for the future. I love it. Love it so much. Love it so much. Anyways, if you enjoyed this episode, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you are looking to take control of your financial future, we offer financial coaching. Just click the link in the description below and set up a free consultation where we can help you master your money. Now, once again, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support and have yourself a great day.